Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite beauty products from Sephora because the Sephora savings event is right around the corner. I'm extra excited about today's video because I'm partnering with Patrick Ta Beauty, who you guys know. I love this brand so much. So many of my favorite Patrick Ta products are going to be on sale during the savings event, so I'm going to share with you guys my top picks. I also have skincare, a lot of other makeup to share with you guys, and to be honest, there's some things that are newer in my routine that I'm going to be talking about, as well as a lot of things that are just staples for me that you've probably heard me talk about for years at this point, but I still think they're the best of the best. So just a little info really quick on the Sephora savings event. So for Rouge members, you're going to get 20% off starting on April 4th and it goes to the 14th. For VIB members, you get 15% off starting on April 8th. And that also ends on the 14th. And then for Beauty Insiders, you get 10% off starting on the 8th, and that also ends on the 14th. So I know I personally like to usually plan my cart, and I will share with you guys some of my wish list items at the end of this video. But let's get into my recommendations. As you know, I've been going through it in life lately, and so a lot of these things are just feel-good products for me, and things that are easy to use and that make me feel beautiful. You know, when I do put on makeup especially, I want things to just make me feel like the best version of myself, and so that's what these products do for me. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is a newer favorite of mine when it comes to foundation. I've talked about this already on my channel before, and I've mentioned it in a favorites video. This is the Patrick Ta Major Skin Hydra-Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation. And yes, it's as luxurious as it sounds. The thing that I really love about this is it's a dewy and fresh foundation, which I feel like for spring is just my vibe. I've been really focusing on my skincare over the past couple of months, and I really love when my skin just looks healthy. And so when it comes to a foundation, I really have been enjoying this one. You guys probably know I usually reach for foundations that lean more on the matte side, but I love this foundation because it wears well on me while still giving a really nice dewy finish. A little goes a long way with this. I do about one pump for my entire face, and I will say I do have combination skin, which means that I do get oily in the T-zone. So for me, I set my face with a loose powder all over, and that just helps with longevity no matter what foundation you're using. But especially with this one for me, I'm able to get a dewy finish because the dewiness of the foundation still does come through even if I set my entire face, but it doesn't end up looking like greasy at the end of the day. And I do feel like that's where the amount matters. Less is more with this for me personally. I still think you get great coverage with just one pump of foundation. And by the way, I wear the shade Golden Neutral number 5. It's like a perfect match for me. But the finish on this is beautiful. It wears really well on me. And again, it just makes my skin look really healthy, which is what I'm all about right now. When you think of Patrick Ta products, you probably can't help but think of their blushes. Their double take cream and powder blush duos are so good, and now they come in so many different colors. I wanted to share with you guys one of my recent favorite shades because I own almost all of them actually. I might own all of them, which is insane. But my current favorite shade is a newer one actually. They launched a few more shades a couple of months ago, and I've been loving the shade She Goes to the Gym specifically. This color, first of all, the name is so cute. Second of all, the color is just everything that I personally need for something that leans a little bit more cool toned and berry, but has just a natural flush. The thing that's so nice about this blush duo is it's a 2-in-1 situation. You get a powder and then a matching cream. The thing I love about both of the formulas is they work really well together, and I actually like to do Patrick Ta's little trick where he actually applies the powder first all over to kind of give you the base, and then you go in with the cream. I like using the dual-ended precision blush brush for this. So I'll go in with the powder side, and then I'll take the other side of the brush, dip it into the cream, press it into the back of my hand, and apply it on top of the powder. It never messes with the makeup underneath, and it just leaves a little bit more of a glow on top of the skin. This is the blush that I'm wearing all over today. I also love to do a little bit more of a monochromatic look when I use his blushes, and I'll take the cream and actually pop it in the center of the lips. I'll usually pair it with a lip liner, but it's actually really comfortable on the lips, and it just gives you a nice uniform monochromatic look all over. But this is such a pretty color. You really can't go wrong with any of the shades, but since this is a newer one, I figured I would talk about She Goes to the Gym because that's what I'm currently reaching for with these blushes. I feel like between the foundation and the blush, they're both such good transitional products from winter to spring. I know some of you guys might be in the middle of spring right now, but in Utah, it's still coming. So for me, I really like feeling like the warm weather is coming, having more dewy, fresh skin. I'm gonna be ready for when it's officially spring here. So let's keep chatting about a complexion product that I really have been enjoying. This is something that you can use as a primer, but you can also mix it into any foundation. It's the One Size Beauty B12 Base Thinner. This is so good. I love how you can customize complexion products with this. Again, you can use it alone, underneath makeup or underneath a foundation for an extra boost of glow. Or if you've got more of a matte foundation, it's nice to kind of mix in to sheer things out and make things more of like a tinted moisturizer. I have been loving this. And again, this is something that's a little newer to my collection, so I figured I would mention it in this recommendations video. This is the only concealer I've used off camera for the past month and a half. It's the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer. This is not a new product that I'm talking about on my channel. You guys know how much I love this. It's so good for every day, and I'm wearing it today. It pairs great with the Patrick Ta foundation specifically because it's gonna give you a little bit more of like a natural looking complexion, if that makes sense. It's a little bit more on the thin side, but the coverage is still there. I really love it. You guys know how much I love this. So if you haven't tried this, I feel like it's a great time to pick it up during the Sephora savings event. This is the only bronzer slash contour product I've been using for several weeks straight now, and it's from Rare Beauty. This is newer actually, and it's new to my collection. This is their liquid contour, and this is the shade Gentle. I think it's the perfect neutral undertone for me. Adds just the right amount of structure and warmth. Today I applied it with the Patrick Ta contour brush, which is fabulous, and I kind of just like pressed it into the hollows of the cheek. I did a lighter layer today because I really wanted blush to be the focal point, but this has been a fabulous staple for my everyday routine. Okay, remember how I said I always set my entire face with powder, especially when I use this dewy foundation? This is the only powder you need, folks. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. I use the shade Cupcake the most. I'm not gonna spend too much time chatting about this because it's literally been in every recommendations video and probably in hundreds of videos on my channel at this point. It is my holy grail, my absolute favorite, and it's magical when paired with these. There's something about it. I mean, it works with everything, but it's what I have all over. I love how it doesn't look powdery, you know, and it still sets the face and allows your skin to still look like skin. It's so good. All right, for eyes, I've actually kept it pretty simple recently. You guys probably know, a lot of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, but lately I've actually been really into this single cream shadow. It's all I'm wearing all over the lid today. For me personally, on my fair skin tone, this is very close to my skin tone, but it does give a slightly more like taupey color, and it gives nice coverage. So on days where I'm doing more of a no makeup day, or I just don't want to really bother too much with a full-on eyeshadow look, which has been the case recently, I've been really loving this right here. The shade is 18M, and this is the Giorgio Armani Eye Tint. It has a really nice kind of moussey texture, and I find that it's easy to just take the applicator and apply it right onto the eyes. So that's what I do. I'll just plop it here and then use a brush to blend it out. I even put a bit on the lower lash line as well, but that's been a staple for me. I did really want to mention though, one of my favorite palettes in general. Again, this is something that I've talked about quite a bit, but this is from Makeup by Mario, and it is the Master Matte's Neutrals eyeshadow palette. This one is so beautiful and so versatile. If you have not tried this yet, I highly recommend picking it up. It's only matte shades, but that's why I love it so much. I think it's perfect for every day, and it's one of my all-time favorites and most used eyeshadow palettes. If you would have told me 6 months ago that I'd be wearing eyeliner every day, I don't think I would believe you. This one specifically is a must for me for every day especially. This is the Sephora Collection 12-Hour Colorful Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Flirting Game. It is so good. It's a beautiful, soft, kind of grayish taupe color, which is just so flattering, especially if I don't want something intense on the eyes. Like for every day, for example, it's my favorite, and I just put it on like the outer half of the eye. I'm wearing it right now, and it makes all the difference. It makes my lashes look more full. I just can't get enough of it. It's so good and super inexpensive, so it's a great thing to add to your cart. I talk about these two mascaras every time the Sephora sale comes around, but I don't even care because they're still my favorites. I actually do have a couple mascaras that I'm hoping to try myself during the sale. But if you want something that's just phenomenal all the way around, for something more waterproof, this is actually a tubing mascara. This is from CALIRAY. This was a staple for me, okay, the last couple of months. Anytime that I know I'm gonna be crying, this is what I like to wear. I do a light layer, or you can build it up, but it's something that just really does not budge. It's so nice. I absolutely love this. Also, the Tower 28 MakeWaves mascara has been a staple for me. This is actually the one that I'm wearing today. Now this one gives you a little bit more volume. I love both the black and also the brown shade in this. I use them both like crazy. This one I really love how voluminous it can make your lashes. It's so pretty. And I'm still loving it all these years later. For lips, I wanted to show you guys just a newer lip liner that I love. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. Now the formula itself is not new to me. I love this formula. But the shade Pill Talk Fair is what I've been really enjoying. Again, this is something that's great for more fair skin tones, something that is nice and pink and natural looking, but it's not too dark, overpowering, or unnatural. It's a really nice color. It's a really nice shade. It's what I've got all over the lips today. And then again, I put the Patrick Ta She Goes to the Gym blush in the center. And then I actually applied a little bit of this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Stick in the shade Blazed Donut. I've been really enjoying this as well for any time where I want a nice, lighter, brighter center. So I did pop this in the very center of the lips, and it just kind of mutes things, softens things a little bit, but this is such a pretty color. And it goes really well, I feel like, with Pillow Talk Fair. So if you're looking for a nice, almost matching color, this would be a great option for you. I have so many lip products that I love from Sephora, which I'll go ahead and link some of my older Sephora recommendations videos down below for you guys. If you want to see like a super in-depth multiple lip liner, multiple lipsticks kind of a situation, I've done other videos that are a little more makeup focused, you know? But I'm just sharing the stuff that I'm really loving lately that I feel like is very worth it and are just staples for me personally. I have 3 setting sprays to recommend to you guys. Again, these are not things that you haven't heard me talk about, but it's a great time to save on staple things. If you're a makeup artist especially, you have to get the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Now this one is the jumbo size, so I'm not sure if they sell the jumbo at Sephora currently, but you could even just try out the travel size if you haven't tried this yet. I feel like setting spray is so underrated because you do so much work, you know, to make your makeup look a certain way. And then if you skip setting spray, it just doesn't have the right longevity to it. So this is phenomenal. You guys know I love this one. I think it gives a nice natural finish, but it really locks in your makeup. If you want your makeup to go absolutely nowhere, this one size On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray is where it's at. If you want your makeup to stay for 10 years, layer these two, and it's phenomenal. If you have a special event, you guys have heard me talk about these all the time, but these are staples. I will never not have these in my kit. If you want an everyday setting spray, the CALIRAY Surf Proof Setting Spray is where it's at. It's my favorite. I always travel with this one. I think because the packaging is slim as well, and it just works for everyday scenarios. It does the job. It makes my makeup last, but it's hydrating, but not too dewy. It's fabulous. I love it. So those are my makeup recommendations. Let's hop into skincare. This is the cleanser that lives in my shower. It is my favorite gentle exfoliating cleanser. This is from Tatcha. It's the rice wash and it has the most beautiful texture. I've gone through like 3 of these at this point and it is so great. I actually might need to pick up another one myself because this one's almost out. And it's funny because I do like to rotate my skincare, especially cleansers, depending on what my skin needs that day. But when it comes to like a classic staple lives in my shower cleanser, this is it. I've had this in my shower for like, gosh, has it been 2 years now? It could be. I love it. It's so good. I was so excited to see that one of my favorite new skincare brands is at Sephora now. It's called Sophie Pavitt. She's actually an acne expert in New York City. She has her own skincare line that you guys have heard me talk about before, but now it's at Sephora, which is so exciting. The Sophie Pavitt Face Micellar Cleansing Pads. Now this is just micellar water in like little pads, but it's so convenient, especially if you travel a lot. I use micellar water every single night. Now at home I use like a nice big giant Bioderma bottle, but when I'm traveling this comes in really handy, especially around the eyes. It's so nice. I love them. She has a really cool, innovative toner pad. These are the nice ice toner pads. You actually pop these in the freezer. And let me tell you, these come in handy when you feel like you need a little depuffing. Maybe you've been crying a lot, you know. Maybe you've got a special event you want to really prep your skin for. This is so good. I love how you not only get a little cryotherapy with the actual ice because you freeze it, but the toner formula itself is really calming. So it's like kind of the best of both worlds. It's so cool. If you are a makeup artist especially, I think you should definitely try these out because it's just such an innovative and fun way to prep a client's face or your own face for makeup, especially for special occasions. Okay, so the Sophie Pavitt Mandelic Clearing Serum is one of the first things I fell in love with from Sophie Pavitt. It is fantastic. If you are acne prone like myself, this is such a wonderful serum that works really great, not only on larger acne spots, but on small little bumps. It just kind of does everything. And it's so great to have in your stash, in your routine. It's so nice. And it's also really gentle, which I love, but very effective. Another product that has come fully back into my routine after 5 or more years of not using this is the Good Genes All-in-One Lactic Acid Treatment from Sunday Riley. I have seen my skin transform with this, my friends. It really has evened out my texture, brightened up my skin, and I love it so much. There's not that many products when it comes to skincare where you really notice a difference almost immediately. This is one for me. This is pricey, so this is a great time to pick it up. They do have a size that's smaller than this, and honestly, a little goes a long way. So if you've never tried it, I would honestly recommend getting the travel size. This is the 1 ounce, but point is, it's phenomenal. I really love it. I can't talk about skincare at Sephora without talking about one of my favorite skincare brands of all time, which is Dew. You can see how much I love this product, this serum. By golly, this shows you. It's lived in my travel skincare bag. This is the Dew Deliverance Trinity Serum. My skin is just so happy when I use this. It calms, brightens. It just honestly makes your skin really healthy, is what I've noticed. And also paired with the Dew Instant Angel Lipid Rich Facial Moisturizer. These are fabulous. They work great under makeup as well. Speaking of creams that are great underneath makeup, I love the In Beauty Project Extreme Cream. I've talked about this several times before on my channel, and it's something that I really, really love. Not just for prepping my skin for makeup, but also as a standalone skin product. It's so beautiful. This texture is very comparable to the Augustinus Bader Rich Cream, which is extremely pricey. This is something that gives you that same effect. Just so you know, like a lot of celebrity makeup artists use the Augustinus Bader moisturizer to prep client skin before doing the makeup. There's just something really special about this type of moisturizer texture. So if you've never had a chance to try Augustinus Bader, which I'm sure is the case for a lot of us because it's so expensive, this is a really great dupe, so to speak. But honestly, I think it's a great standalone cream. Like, I almost prefer this over to the Augustinus Bader one. Yes, I've tried that one. It's really nice, but this really does the same thing, if not more. So I wanted to make sure to mention this as well. It's one of my all-time favorite creams. My all-time favorite eye cream is this one right here from Clarins. It's the Total Eye Lift. I just notice a difference when I use this eye cream, which I can't really say about many eye creams, but love this one. And this one is a little more of a splurge. A little goes a long way, but again, wanted to share it because it's a great time to invest a little bit in skincare, and especially while it's on sale. Things that just make you feel good, which again, I'm all about that kind of stuff these days, especially. So the Josie Maran body scrub, specifically in Vanilla Vibes, is so good. I love this so much. Like, just take my word for it. Give it a try. It's so good. Also paired with the Josie Maran body butter. And I also love the scent Vanilla Vibes. There's something so nice about just a soft vanilla scent, and I like how it's not too overpowering. I've seen reviews of people being like, the scent's not strong enough, but for me, I don't like when my body butter competes with a perfume, if that makes sense. So I love that this is just enough for you to smell in yourself, which I personally love, especially if I take a shower at night. It's not something that's gonna like keep me up, if that makes sense, because I don't like to have super fragranced products on myself, especially when I'm sleeping. So this is phenomenal. I love it so much. If you want something that has a little bit of a different, more citrus scent, but it's a fabulous, very deeply nourishing body butter, the Youth to the People Hydrate and Glow Dream Body Butter is where it's at. It's another one of my all-time favorites. I actually tried this because it won an Allure Best of Beauty Award, and I would have never picked this up, to be honest. I've used Youth to the People for skincare products, but I wouldn't have ever invested in or thought to try their body butter. I wouldn't have thought that it would like be that different from other body butters out there, but it actually is. It is so good. Oh, by the way, I always just buy the refill pack of this. You can get like a glass jar of the body scrub, but for the shower, I don't like to have glass products in there, so just get the refill. It's a little more upfront, but you get twice as much product. I think it's better if you're gonna keep it in the shower like I do. Alright, so those are all of my picks for the Sephora sale. I will have everything linked down below for you guys. I did want to go through some of my wishlist items in case you're curious to see what is parked in my cart currently. Now, I don't know if I'll buy all of this, but these are things that I have been eyeing recently that I think I might pick up during the sale. So first of all, the Shani Darden Rescue Serum with 10% azelaic complex. This is a serum from a brand that I love. You guys know Shani Darden. I use a lot of their products and it just looks good. Another brand that I love is Mara Beauty. Oh my gosh, their facial oil is a staple for me as well. They recently launched a Pearl Peptide Glaze Facial Essence. Does that not sound divine? I think so too. I think I'm for sure gonna get that. Sophie Pavitt launched an Omega Rich Moisturizer, and since I've just loved so many of her products, I think I want to pick that up as well. I've been eyeing the Ranavat Brightening Saffron Essence. A lot of skincare I've been really into, if you can't tell. And this just looks pretty. I don't know. Brightening Saffron Essence, it just sounds nice. I also really want to finally try the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo. Now, this is something that sold out and I could not get my hands on for months and months and months, and I saw that it's back in stock, so I figured I'll wait to the sale to pick it up. Hopefully it doesn't sell out before then, but I might pick up a couple colors of that to try. And when it comes to mascara, I have seen and heard good things about the Haus Labs Be Structural Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara, so I want to try that. But then also Mario is launching, or already launched, just barely, a mascara. It's called the Master Mascara. It's supposed to give volume and lift. I might try both. I don't know. I love a good mascara, so I really might try both of them. We'll see. And then also I've heard good things about the newer Fenty Beauty setting spray, which I'll pop up right here. So that's what I've got my eye on right now. If there's something that you guys have tried recently, especially since it's been a while since I've made videos consistently, maybe I've missed something that you guys are loving, let me know in the comments down below. Again, huge thank you to Patrick Ta Beauty for sponsoring today's video. It's honestly such an honor. I've loved their products for so many years, and these are genuinely things that are staples in my spring routine right now. I love this foundation so much. I love their blushes. You really can't go wrong with anything from their brand. Everything is so luxurious. I forgot to mention this is a glass bottle too. It's just so nice. And I'm just really thankful to be working with them on this video. Again, I will have all the Patrick Ta products and everything else that I talked about linked in the description box for you guys down below, as well as the details for the Sephora savings event, which again is coming up very, very soon. I love you all so much. Seriously, thank you for just being here. I can't say that enough, especially recently. I already had so much appreciation for you guys, but especially recently, just with my personal life, you guys have really shown up for me in ways that I never knew were possible, and I hope you know that it means more to me than you'll ever know, and just thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing me talk about some of my classic things that I love, as well as some new things that are in my routine. I really hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!